second session in geography for 8th standard. The chapter is rocks and soil. Yesterday in rocks we have completed everything, and now in today's session we are going to see about soil. So yesterday in the last session I have told about some evaluation questions you have to answer. Hope you will be ready with the answers. Now we'll check the answers for the evaluation questions in rocks. Okay. So first question is, what is rock? Rocks are solid mineral materials forming a surface of the earth and other similar materials. Yes. Next one, what are the types of rocks? Rocks are classified into 3 types. They are igneous rock, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. Next, intrusive rocks are also called crystalline rocks, isn't it? Next, igneous rocks are also called primary or parent rock, correct? Next, sedimentary rocks are also called stratified rocks. Yes? Now we will see about soil. Okay, soil. Soil is a mixture of various things. We'll see one by one what are they. Soil is a mixture of, first one, it is a mixture of gases, organic matter, minerals, liquids and organisms. So it is a mixture of many things. It is a mixture of gases, organic matter, minerals, liquids and organisms. Now what is a soil? Soil is soil minerals. Soil minerals only forms the basis of soil. Forms the basis of soil. Soil minerals form the basis of soil. Next, it is called the skin of the earth. Which is called the skin of the earth? Soil. The other name called as skin of the earth. Then, how is the soil produced? Soil is produced from the rock. It is produced from the rock, that is parent material. The rock is the parent material. By how means? By the process of weathering and natural erosion. So these are the things for soil. So once again, soil is a mixture of gases, organic matter, minerals, liquids and organisms. And soil minerals only forms the basis of soil, which is called the skin of the earth. Soil is also called as the skin of the earth. Soil is produced from the rocks by the process of weathering and natural erosion. Okay. Now we are going to see about the soil composition. That is the components present in the soil. This is the pie chart of soil composition. It consists of 25% air, water 25%, mineral particles 45% and organic matter 5%. Totally organisms it has 10%, roots 10% and humus 80%. This is the composition of soil. The composition of soil varies from place to place and time to time. Okay. Now we are going to see about the classification of soils. Classification of soils. Here in this classification, the soils are classified into 6 types. What are they means? First is alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, mountain soil and desert soil. Now we look into it one by one. Okay. First about alluvial soil. How it is formed? Alluvial soil is formed by the deposition of silt. Deposition of silt. Silt meaning that is fine clay, sand particles is through the running water is deposited as sediments. This is termed as silt. So deposition of silt by running water. By the running water. Where it is found? This is formed. It is formed by the deposition of silt by the running water. It is found in the, where it is found means it is found in the regions of river valleys, floods, plains and coastal regions. Okay. So with this regions, what is suitable for cultivation means, what are suitable means, it is suitable for cultivating sugar cane, jute, rice and wheat. So you should be able to say where, how is it formed, where are it found and what are the things suitable for cultivation. So these are the about alluvial soil. Next about the, secondly about the black soil. Black soil, how is it formed means, it is formed by the weathering of igneous rocks. Igneous rocks weathering, breaking up of igneous rocks, this black soil is formed. Black soil is formed by the weathering of the igneous rocks. It is nature is clayey in nature. Clay in nature, because it is clay in nature, only cotton cultivation is available. Only cotton will grow well in black soil. Due to its clay nature, only cotton cultivation is available in black soil. Next, what is the third one? Red soil. Red soil means the soil is an infertile soil. It's not a fertile soil, it is an infertile soil. How it is formed? This soil is formed by the weathering of, here it is formed by the weathering of igneous rocks. In the red soil, it is formed by the weathering of metamorphic and crystalline rocks. Okay, metamorphic and crystalline rocks. Where is it found means, it is found in the semi-arid region. Semi-arid means only little rain is available. Little rain will come and this place will be not so completely dry. It will be somewhat wet. Okay, that is semi-arid region. What is it? Is an infertile soil and it is suitable for the cultivation of millets. Cultivating millets. Laterite soil. Laterite soil. Laterite soil are found in tropical regions. Found in tropical regions and the regions which experience experiencing alternate dry and wet condition. Crops, plantation crops are tea and coffee. Plantation crops like tea, coffee are cultivated in this laterite soil. Okay, next about the fifth one is mountain soil. Mountain soil, from the name itself we can understand it is found in this mountain soil is found in the slopes of mountains. Slopes of mountains only this mountain soil is found. About this nature of the mountain soil, how is the nature means it is thin. Nature means it is thin and acidic. Thin and acidic. About the characteristics means characteristics of the soil. Characteristics of the soil. Of the soil is it will differ from region to region, based on the altitude. Based on the height of the mountain. Altitude means height. So this nature is thin and acidic. Characteristics of the soil differ from region to region based on the altitude, the height of the mountain. Next, last soil is desert soil. Desert soil is where it is found. Desert soil you already know, it is a sandy soil. Desert soil means it is sandy soil found in desert region. Sandy soil, it is found in desert. Found in desert. So it is an infertile soil. Its nature means it is porous nature. Porous and saline. Porous means it has porous and saline, and no agriculture. Porous means it has many holes, minute holes for airs to pass through. That is porous. Saline means it has salt content in it. So porous and saline. Nature is porous and saline. So it is infertile soil. So no agricultural activity is possible in this desert soil. Okay, clear? Now we are going to see about the soil erosion. Soil erosion. What is soil erosion? That is destruction or the removal of the top layer of the soil, top layer of the soil by human activities or naturally when it is destroyed, or by human activities, that is termed as soil erosion. What will happen by soil erosion means it reduces the fertility of the soil. Reduces the fertility. First it reduces the fertility of the soil. If it is reduced, automatically the agricultural productivity also will become reduced, which in turn will reduce the agricultural productivity. Agricultural productivity. These are the causes. What is the result of this soil erosion? Then what are the agents which is causing this soil erosion? Means there is running water. The other one is wind. These are the agents which is causing this soil erosion. There are some types. You understand just the names of the soil erosion. Some types, 3 types. What are they? Sheet erosion, gully erosion, and rill erosion. So these are the types in this soil erosion. Next, looking into the soil conservation. Something is related to soil erosion and soil conservation. Of protecting the soil. Process of protecting the soil from what? From erosion. To maintain fertility. Otherwise fertility will be lost. So to maintain this fertility of the soil, it is for protecting the soil, this process, soil conservation. Okay. So what are the methods? Certain methods are followed to conserve this soil. What are they means? You should construct dams. Then construction of dams. You should control grazing, afforestation. Next it is contour ploughing. So various methods are there for conserving this soil. Next we are going to see about the layers of the soil. Organic layer, O horizon or humus. This layer is dominated by organic material, leaves, twigs, moss and lichens. Next, topsoil, A horizon. It is a part of the topsoil composed of organic matter mixed with mineral matter. Next, subsoil, E horizon or elevated layer. This layer is significantly soaked with clay, iron and aluminium oxides. Next, B horizon or subsoil. This layer reflects the chemical or physical alteration of parent material. Thus, iron, clay, aluminium and organic compounds are found accumulated in this horizon. Next, parent material. C horizon or parent rock. Partially weathered parent material accumulated in this region. Lastly, about bedrock, that is the foundation rock. R horizon parent rock. This layer consists of unweathered part of bedrock. Now we will see about the uses of soil. The minerals present in the soil enhances and nourishes the crops and plants. Okay, and it is useful for making ceramics or pottery. Then it is useful for construction works and handicraft works. It is used acts as a water purifier. Next, lastly, it supports ecosystem. Okay, these are the uses of soil. One info bit regarding this soil. Info bit is the World Soil Day. Soil Day is observed on December 5th every year. December 5th every year is observed as World Soil Day. So now we are covered in the soil about soil types of soil, soil conservation, soil erosion, soil composition, layers of soil and finally about the uses of soil. Now we will go into the evaluation part and end up this session. Okay. So what are the evaluations? Some evaluation questions. What is the other name given for soil? Soil is also called as the skin of the earth. What are the types of soil? We have seen about 6 types, isn't it? What are they? First one, alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, mountain soil, desert soil. So each one we have seen in detail. So these are the types of soil. When is the World Soil Day observed? It is on 5th December.